Hey, you must be knowing that your shopping bills are created by the help of tables. But have you ever wondered that how they are created inside the HTML? Well, the name will suggest that they are created inside the HTML tables. Now, let us consider an example to better understand these tables. Now, here is a table showing the list of items that I brought from a shopping store. And from this structure, you can understand that this table contains a heading and a subheading and its descriptions. So, let us understand in details about all of this. Coming to the heading, a table heading is defined under the caption tag. Coming next to the subheadings. The subheadings, that is the item or description, quantity, price and @ are defined under the th tag. Remember, th tags are center and bold aligned. Coming next to the description part. As you can see, the description part contains 3 rows, so the 3 rows are defined under the tr tag. The tr tag inside a table is used to define a row, and the description of the table are given inside the td tag. Well, now you must be wondering about how the subheadings are unlikely from each other, that is, they occupy so much of space and the others are just occupying only one space. This is all about the column span. Column span is an attribute of a table which says the tr and td tag how much space to occupy out of the total space of the table. For an example, the total table is divided only into 4 columns, and out of the 4 columns, the subtotal heading occupies 3 column space. That is, we set col span equal to 3 for subtotal, and the text heading occupies only 2 columns of the total table. That is, we set col span for the text equal to 2, and the total also occupies 3 column space. That is, we set col span equal to 3 for the total. Now let us see an example of a row span. A row span says the table how much space to occupy out of the total rows. Now under this table showing the information about A, I have set the row span of A equal to 2 rows. And from here you can clearly see that A occupies the space of 2 rows. Now, are you wondering about how the borders of the different cells are set and how they are separated from each? Well, this all are done with the help of border and cell spacing and cell padding. For this table, I have set the border equal to 1, so you are seeing very thin line across each cells. Now what about cell spacing and cell padding? Cell spacing is defined as the external margin between 2 cells, whereas cell padding is defined as the internal margin of a cell. Now for this table, I have set the cell spacing to be 1. So you are seeing a very small space between each cell. And I have set the cell padding to 10 pixels evenly in all directions. Well, now let us see an example regarding how to create a table in Sublime Editor. At first, I want to define my table at the center. Then, I define my table using the table tag. And I set the border of my table equal to 1. Width is equal to 50%, that is to occupy 50% of the total browser screen. Then I set my cell spacing equal to 1 and I set my cell padding equal to 10. For creating rows, I use the tr tag, and for table heading, I use the th tag. And from here you can see that I am using 2 different th tags for 2 different subheadings. And under the th tag for the name, I want to occupy a space of 2 columns. So I have set the col span equal to 2 under the th tag. Now I create another row and define it as td to give the table description. And under the td, I want to occupy a row space of 2. So I set the row span equal to 2 for A. And as I want it to align in the center, so I use the center tag. Then I close the td tag. The next description showing the contact details I want to occupy a column of 2 space, so I set the column span equal to 2. As I want to align my details in the center, so I again use the center tag. Now again I create a heading tag showing marked details and I want it to occupy a column space of 3, so I set it column span equal to 3. Now again by creating another row, I define different subjects under the heading tag. Now by creating another row, I give the marked details of different subjects. Now when my mock work is over, I finally close the table tag and the center tag. Now when you will run it in your browser, you can clearly see your details what you have defined under your table. So now let's recap. A table tag is used to create a table. A caption tag is used to set the heading of a table. A tr tag is used to define a row. A th tag is used to define the subheading and it is bold and center aligned. Td tag is used to define the description of a table. Column span is used to define how many columns or cells should occupy, and a row span is used to define how many rows or cells should occupy. And column span and row span are defined under the th or the td tag. Border is used to set the border of the cells, and cell spacing is used to set the spacing between two cells, and cell padding is used to set the space between the cell border and the content of the cell. So I hope by now you're able to create a table by yourself. Now if you found this video useful, then give a thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel. For any queries or suggestions, just leave a comment below and I will be replying you ASAP. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.